Good morning, the morning of May 6th, 2026. We're now going to go into the revision that was done in 2015. I got in touch with allegedly one of the best in the business and had examinations and whatever, and they determined that a revision was necessary. So I go through testing and everything else. We set up for the surgery, and it was done, and I had time in their facility as far as the skilled nursing thing that was done on site. I get out of that. I get some home health care and then also start the outpatient physical therapy. Now, 4 months after the procedure was done, I developed instability in the knee. And I go back about it, and oh, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. And finally, he says, it's your hips. So I'm sitting in the examination. No, it's not the examination room, it's the waiting room. We're having a discussion. And since it's the hips, I have to have a hip study done. Now I'm sitting right across the hallway from the x-ray department, but we can't do it there. I have to come home, have it done, get the study, the report, and all that other stuff, and then come back. And we go back, and then it's him and Hall and him, and we go back and forth and don't accomplish anything. He's set on, eh. The interesting thing is when I do the physical therapy on the bicycle, I can't do a rotation of the pedals unless I kick my knee outward, which is an indication that something is terribly wrong, but who cares? It's only me. So eventually, I go for a second opinion, and I end up with allegedly a prestigious orthopedic surgeon, and he gives me the examination. Oh, it's your quad muscles are weak. Okay, now we're going somewhere else, and he sends me to see a neurologist. So I question before I get into there, I question as far as what is going to happen, what's the fix, and if the surgeon says you don't want to go there. So that's an indication that things were not well at that time. They forwarded me to the neurologist who did all the testing as far as he was concerned, the EMG and all that other stuff. And he prepares his report, and I go back to see the surgeon. Now, this is the fun part of it. I sit down in the examination room. The surgeon comes in with his physician's assistant, and the surgeon looks at the report, and he blew his stack, and he had such a heated discussion with his physician's assistant that they had to leave the room and continue the discussion out in the hallway. Now, the interesting thing was the neurologist comes back, it's the knees, and he didn't take that lightly, so that was the end of the association with that. So it just kept going back and forth, bounced from here to there. I tried other opinions, and basically, as a result of the "it's your knees" thing, he was going to set me up with changing the spacer in the knee. He says this will tighten it up. So they see that there is a problem. But instead of doing something about it, we're going to dance around it. So he comes up with a plan, and he says, I will go in there, we'll put a spacer in, tighten up the joint, and he says that'll take care of your problem. Now, the only problem is, after the dust settled and I was able to access his report, the report says he doesn't think it will help, but if I want it done, he will do it. So they're not being very upfront with me, and I enjoy watching them dance. I guess they don't like the music or whatever, but it's just the fact that they don't want to meet the situation head on. They know there's a problem, but they don't want to solve it for me because it is not exactly the easiest thing to fix based on the damage that's been done by the prior surgery and the surgery that he did. So that was, well, no, the one with the spacer, he didn't do anything. I'm talking about the orthopedic surgeon who did the revision to the joint. So now we're sort of in a hinterland. Nothing's being accomplished. We go back and forth, and I seek more assistance, and I will continue that in the next video.